Hello there, just a quick video. I won't keep you for long. This time I actually mean it because I want to get back to whatever's going wrong with my life. But basically, I had made a video the other day talking about this Ukraine thing and what I thought about it. And I realized I had gotten a reference wrong, or I guess a citation wrong, when it comes to talking about the North Atlantic Treaty in 1949 or whatever, and or like all the requirements for it. So I guess I just wanted to correct that error and make this video. And so yeah, my backup channel's aside here. So basically it had to do with some tweets. And the first tweet I made, I deleted right away because I realized I had made an error about this treaty. I thought it was Article 5 or whatever that was violated by NATO, but it turns out that was something else about having to do with any NATO power being attacked. The idea that if any one NATO country is attacked, it's an attack on one, it's an attack on all, an excuse for war, blah, blah, blah. And so I'd gotten that part wrong, obviously. And so my first tweet, I had deleted it, as I said, had gotten like 2 or 3 bot accounts just right away. The minute I tweeted it, the bots came out to play. And so that's the point. That's how you know if it's a sensitive subject that needs to be just hammered. And I'm going to just hammer this topic now, because if I attracted so many bots so quickly, like seconds after tweeting, then I know something's up, like with the AI. Now, this is just 2 out of like 5 or 7 or whatever, and then that's the point. I got like 14 followers. So if you crunch the numbers and do the math, that if someone that had 10,000 followers would immediately get hit by hundreds of bots, bot farmers out the yin-yang. So proportionately, I got almost like half a dozen within seconds of tweeting about the North Atlantic Treaty. And I got hit immediately talking about this topic specifically, the North Atlantic Treaty, 1949, I think. The idea that no country touching borders with Russia is allowed to join NATO. And so even at that, the idea that Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, is Poland touching borders with Russia? I'd have to look on a map, but the idea that any of these countries were ever allowed to. How is NATO so publicly being brazened as a good guy when Russia never violated any treaties last time I checked? As far as I'm concerned, my original thesis was that they weren't the ones violating anything. They're going after their own resources that are Mother Russia's resources that are being bogarted by NATO. And another thing that made me realize that these are bot farmers, like robots, AI, whatever, is the lingo. You are a Russian pig. Stalin was a pig. Khrushchev was a pig. They're all pigs. It's like the word, the verbiage. Like, it's a shortcut to thinking. This is probably a robot account, one of many dozens, run by the same guy or the same agent, asset, whatever. Yeah, we know you're out there, intelligence agents. How come you never like or share any of our posts? But anyway, so just these two on this minutes-old post about the North Atlantic Treaty. And what is the North Atlantic Treaty? Well, I'll show you. Apparently, it was originally done in 1949, April 4th, Washington, and it talks about all the countries joining NATO. Article 1, Article 2. It's just more of the beast system, the one world order that Satan wants, whatever. And so my mistake was quoting Article 5. It was the wrong deal. It wasn't even part of what I was talking about. What I was talking about, how no country bordering Russia should ever been allowed to join NATO. And so now that it's happening to Ukraine, Russia's putting their foot down and the rest of the world is getting mad. All I know about this is, I'll link it in the description section below. You can go through it and read it if you want. I'm not going to bother, because obviously it's being violated out of the yin-yang, maybe by both sides. And so as far as my tweets go, I just thought that was interesting, proportionately speaking, that a guy with 15 followers who made this account literally like a month ago drew the attention of immediate bot farmers, seconds after tweeting. That's a shortcut to thinking. And if the artificial intelligence is even half as smart as Skynet, it would get a freaking clue. Pinocchio, you'll never be a real boy. It's just hilarious to me. I don't get it. Like, the numbers don't crunch. Also, this topic, but that's a video for another day. I'll get into that. Picking your nose there, Zuckerberg. I'll definitely get into this topic on another video. But yeah, as far as this goes, the idea that I could just suddenly have half a dozen bot farms or bots call me a Russian pig. Putin is a pig. You are a Russian pig. Like, give your head a shake. It's shortcut to thinking. I pray that people give their proverbial heads a shake. When a bot account automatically chimes in seconds after you post, that's not a human. That's a computer program doing that. It has to be. Like, I could see if like one person chimed in, and then because of that person's chime in, it triggers an avalanche. But when just a couple random weird, no. And by the way, I'm not rooting for Putin. I'm just rooting against everyone else in this picture. These NATO, EU, New World Order, Freemason pigs. Pigs. And by the way, all the people out there in TV land that still watch TV, you let them take the COVID chip out of your head and just put the Ukraine chip in. And then, grrr, NPCs mad. I mean, all the reasonably horrible things going on in the world, right? You got hotspots in the Pakistan-India border, North Korea, you got hotspots like Somalia, Darfur, you got hotspots all over the place. But yet Ukraine, they say jump and people say how high. And the whole time a literal actor is playing the same part he played on TV, and people really don't get it. That's how, like I've said to people in my real life who I talk to about this with, it has to be a spell being cast on people. Like, they're even using clips from movies now and getting away with it in the media. This is like True News, or I don't know. I don't want to say who it is because I'm not too sure which news outlet said this. But one of the news outlets showed clips from a movie as war footage correspondence. Oh, and by the way, yeah, both the trucker thing and the Vladimir thing are Illuminati cards. Yeah, that's not weird or anything. But I guess we're just crazy conspiracy theorists. Why is Russia the bad guy? Like, NATO is clearly the aggressor. And Ukraine has been so gaslighted, full of psyops and bot farmers, that they could have any kind of information intel coming out of there saying that Putin's coming in and making everybody wear tutus and hold little pink tiaras and dance around the square. That's what could be coming out on social media, and the world would believe it. Whatever the social media says, it's like this. Those are wooden cutout guns. So what does the media immediately do? We were wrong. It wasn't an actual operation. It was training. Yeah. It's like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. If it ain't one lie, it's another. So I'll leave you with this, Plato's Cave. Okay? Just please do your thinking for yourselves. And I'll just say, peace out.